What up? What up? Drip is absolutely pumping. It's been it's been a ride accumulating these coins. It's been a ride accumulating and hydrating, compounding, putting in more money. We're just on the downslide of the whole market, the pausing of the farms. We are on the cusp of Animal Farm releasing fully everything going back to the way it was pre-pump the first time. It is such a life-changing opportunity. I mean, even anything under $10, not financial advice, is amazing. And if we scoop those up and keep, pushing for higher prices and keep compounding and just being good, people to the community, it is going to inevitably pop off once this marketing happens. Six-figure marketing every month, dropping over 100K on marketing every single month. This guy does not want this thing to fail. If this fails, he will never make anything else. He is so dedicated to this project that 10 years from now, it will still be doing a thing, in my opinion. He said it. I believe him. Everything he said so far is exactly what has happened. He has really, really been pretty honest. I mean, dates wise is the only thing that he's been a little lacking of. But I mean, software takes a while to code, and if it's not coded right, then it's not going to work right. And if that's the only thing he got wrong, that's fine. I'm not even worried about it. The stuff he's got right though is what keeps me absolutely so bullish on this ecosystem. Drip, Animal Farm, Drip Garden, Piggy Bank, all that stuff is so bullish. It is such a good leverage on Drip and pigs. Having pigs in the pig pen right now, if you can get anything under $100, I mean, it's gonna be a hundred plus dollars here shortly. I mean, I just know it is. The pigs are at such a lower rate compared to the first time they were released. It's almost about three-ish times smaller the amount of coins in circulation, and with that, the pump of this stuff is just going to be something else. I mean, first time they were released, they were about 800 so dollars at peak, I believe, and this time they're easily going to do that. I mean, in my opinion. But I'm not really here for the pig price. I'm more, you know, in for the price potential of the amount I get every single day. I just want to be a part owner, whether it's small or large. It doesn't matter. It's all the same. So throw a comment in. I got one viewer. Just throw your name. Well, we can talk a little bit if you want. I have been in drip since about February, and at first I didn't know really everything that was going on. I kind of just liked the DApp. I wasn't really watching videos. I wasn't watching any, creators talk about it at all. And when everything was going down, this is what up, Jack? Yes, sir. Always support, man. This guy is always in my lives. Sir Corky is an absolute real one. For lifer. Foel. Um, I noticed that Drip was the only thing out of all the different ROI platforms I was in. Drip was the only one that was actually still paying me. I mean, at the peak, I was in maybe like 7 or 8, and when everything that happened, it was just rug after rug, or they changed the the scheme of the game or whatever. Either way, they stopped caring. They stopped tweeting about it. They stopped pushing it. They didn't do any marketing. All they did was just let it die and take the money that they got. They didn't give a crap. They saw everything else going down, and all they wanted to do was just get their money, take their profits, and get out of there. They didn't care what or who was affected by this and how many families are being fed off of certain DeFi projects and the profits that people actually do make and the risk capital that they put in. Although it is risk capital, losing that could be very, very detrimental to the health and safety of their family. So I take this stuff super seriously. And the only platform that has done that pretty much is Drip. I mean, there's a few that haven't done it. They've stayed solid, and that's great. But Drip, with the community, with the marketing, with the creator, the developer, it is inevitably one of the best opportunities in DeFi, in my opinion, not financial advice. It pays out 1% every single day, and there is no doubt in my mind that it's going to keep doing that, regardless of what the drip price is. I know that we all think $7, 750 is too small, it's too low, it's 95, 97% down, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's another buying opportunity. And when you keep buying these low prices, I know it's going to pay off. If not financial advice, if oh, nice 87 drip, that's awesome, man. Hey, 13 more. You 80%, 87% of the way there. When you DCA down that hill and catch the whole bottom of the market and you keep buying even when it starts going up, you put yourself in such a great position than you were even the first time you bought in. Unless you bought in right when it released and all you did was hydrate and run it up all the way and keep doing that, that's the only way you win. Everybody else that caught it on the way up is down. That caught it at the top is down. That caught it barely after the top is down. Everybody's down, but the people that are hydrating and DCAing are up. Isn't that kind of weird? All of the FUD out there, and those people are probably just claiming and taking out all their profit. But the people that are actually up have been compounding and putting more capital in, almost like that's what exactly it was designed for. It absolutely blows my mind. And so when you take all of that, right? All of the weak hands in drip are going to be gone. I mean, the majority of people that got in were between early December, late February, that 3 months. So in December to February, there will be a lot of people that got shaken out and that took all of their profits and got out of drip. There'll be a ton of people. They don't understand what actually is going on. And when you take all of that plus all of the utility coming out for drip, it is going to absolutely explode when all that shit happens. What's up, brother? Rozzy, how's it going? Hex is going to 25 cents. I mean, 2.5 cents. Wow. Here, I'm gonna go to the Hex chart real quick. Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be buying here. Unfortunately, there's just no way around it. Okay. All right. Screen. All right. Is that working? All right. So let me. Oh, I see. I see why they recommend. All right. I'm just gonna have to put this back in here. Just go to, yeah. 1 minute. That's hilarious. Okay. 3.4 cents. I mean, just look at that. Dang, man. What a buying opportunity. Holy crap. So this is every hour. Let's just go by day. See how that's looking. Yeah, that looks more like what's actually happening. Yeah, that it, dude. It is definitely going to be dropping to. All right, hold on. Let me just remove that. It is definitely going to be dropping. It's going to be dropping to 2.5, 1.5 for sure. Any of the paid promotions pop up yet? Nah, haven't seen any of the paid promotions pop up yet. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna check CoinMarketCap, see what's going on there. Um, I think the marketing starts. I think the marketing starts next or tomorrow. Pretty sure the marketing starts tomorrow. When it hits 1 cent, cents when the big bags scoop. Yeah, Sir Corky, no doubt. I think when it hits 2 cents, 2.5 cents, I'm gonna buy again, but not financial advice. What do you guys think? You think by the release of farms that the price of drip is going to be 25? That's a bullish price, but I really think at the end of the day, it's a very, very, very likely thing. Not financial advice. Sobstar decided not to get into Hex back at the 2 weeks after launch point. And kept saying it was up to and to the right, and I thought it was good. Way too good to be true. Ah, man. Hey, it's not a big deal. It really isn't. Obviously, you missed out on gains, but at the end of the day, the price will go back up again. And who's to say it won't go up crazy? So, I mean, at the end, like you just with stuff like that, when you buy it at this price, you got to just live in right now when you buy in. You can't even think about what already happened. If it's a good product, has a market, and the community is behind it, the price will continue to do what the price already did. It already went up a crazy amount, right? And I'm not saying that it couldn't or could do another 10,000x, but if it already did one, it might do another one, in my opinion. So if you get it now and just hold it, I think if you got them staked and stuff, that's a great way to try to get the best potential at it. Because I mean, in 15 years, if you started one now, that definitely could do it. And I don't know, this is just me talking, but 15 years is a long time. Bitcoin's not even that old, so it easily could do it. 30 to 35 to 40 by Animal Farm launch would be absolutely insane. My daily would be just up. Holy crap. So that's, yeah. Man, I would love that. I would love 35 to 40. I'm compounding definitely every day. Might take some profits later on this year, but I'm compounding every day. I'm trying to get that bag up. And I think the only way to do it is unfortunately hydrating every day. And I've been buying a little bit here and there. 750 price, nice pump. Nice pump. It just shows if you've been DCAing, and buying more on that way down, when that price even goes up by 50 cents, it's not even that much, 50 cents, right? It goes up, your bags are absolutely growing. I mean, I looked at it, it was under 7, came back over 7. Bang. Yes, sir, Piers. Yes, yes. Yeah, Rousey. Is it Rousey or Rosy? Um, Let me know. But the utility, it's going to get to, it might get, if it gets to that point, it's crazy because it's just going to be on hype alone. Rosy, what up? Thanks for being in here, man. I've been so MIA with YouTube and streaming and stuff like that. It just feels good to be back in here. I'm at the office right now. Yeah, when people can lock those tokens up, it is going to be absolutely massive. It is going to be massive. I mean, there's only, what, 300,000 in circulating supply? Like, that's ridiculous. Yeah, Scotty, we don't know. We don't know at all. This could be the bottom. It could be lower. It could go lower than we even think it's going to go. But at the same rate, if you like this price right now and you think it's going to grow in the future, then great time. There's no better time. I'm going to definitely get a lot in the threes right now. There's no way around it. A lot of hex in the 3 cent range. Scott, are you in Drip Network at all? Drip it's one of the best things. I mean, I'm so heavy into hex and pulse, and I sacked and all that stuff, and I love it, man. And I'm so glad that I'm into both of these. Hold on a second. Yeah, my bad. I was got people at the shop right now. It is. I mean, we're sitting at a $7.50 trip. I bought it at, I think, like $150 to start. The fact that we can get it going like this is unreal. 750, and we don't even have anything going on right now. It's just pure talk. And I think in the future, right, we're going to think back to this time and just be so blessed to just even have had the opportunity or even knew about this. Still didn't get in. Also DC. Not too late for Dip. I didn't get in at all. Here's not financial advice at all, but it's on a 90 something percent drop. So here, I'll do the math real quick for you. There's a calculator on this thing. There it is. So we got $7.50. All-time high is 197. So we're at a 96% drop right now. 96% drop. So just like Hex, I mean, everything's down. The only difference is Hex, you can stake it and you can hold it and buy it and all that kind of stuff. Drip, you have to deposit, and once you deposit, all you get is 1% of that deposit. So every day throughout the day, you'll be building. And when you hit a day, right, 24 hours, you'll have 1% of your drip, not the price, but the drip. And it's an ROI dApp. It's the first deflationary ROI dApp. So it'll inflate when it needs to, especially since, we're in the bear market and stuff. They will mint coins, but the amount of people hydrating and compounding outpaces that. And it doesn't matter how many coins it mints, it's more about how many coins are in circulating supply. And when it comes to circulating supply, if you're taking coins out and putting them in the faucet, that's less than the circulating supply, and which will inevitably pump the price. So when a lot of developers make these ROI platforms, all they think about is, I just want to do this. I want to give the people this percent. This is kind of how it's going to go. And then that's just it. And then they can even market it, whatever. But the more that you can do with these coins and the more things that they can interact with will push the price up. Because if the circulating supply is not even that much, and you release one more thing that you can do with that token, it's gonna, put good pressure on the circulating supply, pushing it down, which will push the price up. So drip with with drip with the animal farm, when those farms are live, they will be very, very much holding and making that price of drip even more solid. It takes not that many utilities. Obviously, it takes people to be putting money in the system with these utilities. But when it comes to the amount, if the amount of people interacting with these new smart contracts, if that's not going up, but the amount of smart contracts that interact with drip is going up and you average about the same amount of people, it is going to do very well, because the more things it can use for the drip token, plus the buying pressure of that by using it in these other utilities, will inevitably push the price up. And whether people are claiming, hydrating, whatever, it doesn't even matter. It only takes one more utility to help the price. So when he's dropping multiple utilities and creating longevity and locking up of the drip token, that's going to help. It's going to absolutely help. And no matter what you do, if drip stayed the same exact price, yeah, Piers, it's on BSC right now. I would go to that's their website. You can see the light paper there. I'd recommend reading the white paper for sure. I am just so bullish on these new opportunities, and when the lending comes out for drip, it's going to be ridiculous. What up, Fat Sammy? How are you doing, dog? I haven't really been on YouTube too much lately, so it's nice to see you. I'm bullish on PLSD, basically free mining software for Pulse Bitcoin. RH hasn't sold his tokens. Sorry for the show. This is all good, man. That's funny. Yeah, man. Drip Animal Farm is releasing October 18th. And when these farms release, it is going to be the biggest farm on Animal Farm is the Drip BUSD farm. And this farm is huge for Drip Network. It's not even on the website. All you can do is pair BUSD and Drip, which reinforces the bottom level of these tokens, as well as being a liquidity provider for trading and stuff like that. It's going to lock up so much tokens. And with all of these tokens being locked up and being used to mine for pigs and stuff like that, right? What are people going to do? Drip Garden, they're going to buy Drip BUSD LPs and put them in the Drip Garden so they can get more BUSD Drip LPs to put them in the farm. And all of that is just going to be locking up and taking drip off of the circulating supply. We got over 500,000 LPs locked in the Fat Sammy. I did. It's up here. It's favorited. 504,000 LPs locked in the Drip Garden. So you could say each LP is 50-50. So it's half BUSD, half Drip. So right now it's worth $9, a little less than $9 for the LP token. And so 504,000 is roughly 252,000 Drip taken out of circulating supply. And they're locked up in that. So not only are people buying those LPs and holding them to get ready for the farms, people are using the Drip Garden farm, or not farm, I guess you would say, to grow their bag and LPs. So the more people use the Drip Garden, the more it helps Drip. The more people use the farms, the more it helps Drip. The more people in the pig pen putting their pigs in there, getting portions of transactions, what do you think they're going to do with that BUSD that they get? They're either going to lock it up, put it in the farms, or they're going to lock it up, put it in Drip, or they're going to put it right back into Drip Network, period. So, I mean, it's just a funnel, man. It's just a funnel. And when this marketing kicks off and people start realizing what's actually going on, what's happening, 50 million Twitter users that have pretty much never seen Drip are going to be very much so, shown Drip. I mean, 50 million Twitter users between a whole bunch of different platforms are already going to be putting out tweets about Drip and in preparation for the Animal Farm releasing. And it something around, say it hits 50 million people, average customer retention of that would probably be like 1%. So that's 500,000 people that get in, and it's not 500,000. I don't know, something like that. But either way, 50 million people seeing it. Any amount of capital that they go in with is going to absolutely boost, and it is going to be a very, very, very healthy thing with $100,000+ of marketing every single month for the Animal Farm and Drip. With that kind of marketing, we don't need to average a crazy amount of new users or a whole bunch of money. All we need is new users so that all of this stuff can start really compounding again. And it'll get to a certain point where we have so many users on Drip that this stuff won't go down crazy amounts. The price and bottom of the stuff will harden and grow higher and higher with very, 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 very hard marketing mixed with people staying in the system and growing their bags and complementing each utility with another one. That helps just entirely too much, man. Crypto Trucker, my guy. Long time no see is right, dude. Yeah, man. You're out there driving. I'm driving, but for work and in the office and stuff. So great to see you in the live stream. Why are 50 Twitter users going to see it airdrop? So the creator of Drip ordered or hired a CMO for his company, and throughout all of that, he has a whole bunch of different marketing, how would you say it? Different marketing that he does. So what he's going to do is he has people that are going to be, kind of associates with Drip, and he gave them a 20 tweet, max, and basically to show them Drip and accumulate them. So 50 million people, 50 million Twitter users that are interested in crypto are going to see these tweets and that all of this is happening. So that's what I mean by 50 million. Yeah, Crypto Trucker. Drip is a DeFi project, so um, still, PulseX is DeFi, but it's not a daily ROI platform. So a little different, more risky, I would say. But in my non-financial advice opinion, Drip is one of the least risky versions. I mean, the creator isn't making any money off of Drip. It's all based on taxes. So when you deposit, you put 10% into the tax vault, and that tax vault pays out people's daily rewards. So everybody is paying the same taxes. But when you get to a certain amount in your wallet, you'll be hit with what's called a whale tax. And so on claims and compounds, you're going to be paying a little bit more tax. But all that does is just help everybody keep, you know, in the system. And when, what was I going to say? With those taxes, that's how everybody gets paid out. So the creator's not making anything off of it. It's immutable. No one can change it. Open source. People try to copy it all the time. It fails. Every time it fails. And when people start to realize that these other things that what Drip started and other things are doing to try to copy Drip and try to start their own community, they realize they have no chance against the Drip community in Forex. I mean, Forex has been a millionaire for years, and he's in this for the glory. He's in this for people, everyday people making money in DeFi. And even if Drip goes down to $1, right? I can still buy Drip and still get 1%. If it goes down to 1 cent, I can still buy Drip and get my 1%. If it goes up to 1,000, I can still buy Drip and get 1%. It doesn't matter what the price of Drip is. It's about the only thing Drip guarantees is that you will get 1% of the coins that you have deposited. So if you have 100 coins, you'll get 1 coin a day. If you have 1,000, you'll get 10 coins a day. 10,000, you'll get 100 coins a day. Max you can have in your wallet is 27,400 or 389 or something. So your max payout is 100,000 coins. So the 1% every day for a year. So 27,400. There's no end stake penalties because when you deposit your money into the faucet, it's locked in there and you get back your 1% in coins. So it's locked in there. There ain't no end stake penalties because you can't end stake it. So it creates, hard hands. It makes people not be able to sell the Drip, stay in the system for longer. It is almost the same thing as Hex. What Hex does, obviously, it's not you can't compound your Hex. All you can do is buy more T shares and put in more stakes. But Drip is a daily ROI DApp that will pay you out your 1% in coins, and that's all it does. And when you put that money in there, you put your 10%. You put your 10% in there. It doesn't, it goes into the tax vault. 90% goes into your stake in Drip, and you can't get it out, but you get your 1% daily. So you can compound it, you can claim it, and do whatever you want with it. So with the 1%, that's the most important part. That's unreal. Had my assistant, get me in Gatorade. Yeah, your principal is locked indefinitely. So here, I'll share my screen. Let me put up Drip. So this is Drip. This is the faucet. So right now the price is $7.39. We have a 48-hour window right here of the price. And so It's been super stagnant this past few days, just hovering around $7. 7.30. It went up a little bit, and then it just popped up. Someone came in with a big bag and bought it. And you know why they came in with a big bag? They knew this stuff. This stuff is what it's going to do. I mean, they know the animal farm's coming out. So you come over here to the swap. You put in your B&B, right? I'll just do. Let's see. I can't. 0.05. I'll get 1.79. So change this to 1. So come over here, buy drip. And basically, the contract will, by successful, the contract will spin this B&B, convert it, and then you put the B&B, come out, give you drip. So now I have 1.79 drip in there. So I'll hyper compound. I'm not really worried about it. So then you come over to the faucet. Drip balance is 1.79. Obviously, you want to put max in. Minimum drip you can put in is 1 minimum. You can put as much as you want in, all the way up to 27,400. A 10% tax is charged on deposits. Very important. That tax is going to the tax vault. The Drip Networks faucet is a low-risk, high-reward contract that operates similarly to a high-yield certificate of deposit by paying out 1% daily return on investment up to 365. So if you did not compound one time, you could get paid out your 1% throughout the whole entire year and claim it. So that's the only way to get out all your principal is to wait a whole year. So come in here, drip balance 1.79, and then you just deposit it. I like a little hyper compound sometimes too. Firm it. Deposit successful. And so when I deposit this into here, it'll automatically compound that 1.9 that's in there as well. So I don't have anything in there anymore. $691. So I mean, 691 drip in here, evaluated at $5,100. So I'm almost at 700. Absolutely huge. And as you see, the available will just tick up, right? I just made 2 cents. Beautiful. And my max payout right now, if I did nothing, all I did was just let this build. I never compounded. I never claimed. It'd get all the way up to minus my claim. So it'd be up to about 200 and 2,200 coins just chilling in here if I waited that long. But obviously, I'm going to compound every day. So that's drip. So after 100 days at 1%, you have your principal back in drip minus tax. Then it's free money thereafter. Pretty much, man. Yeah, if you wanted to play it the safest route and, get in there and just take profits for 100 days, by all means. But in my opinion, anything you put in drip should be risk capital. If you're not willing to lose all of it, then I wouldn't go into it. It's very safe in my opinion. Developers amazing, but no one has a crystal ball. No one knows what's going to happen. This community is like no other. I can only compare it to the Hex community and Richard Heart ecosystem. That's the only thing I can compare it to. So I have the best developer in Richard Heart with Hex, Pulse Chain, all that stuff. And I also have Forex on this hand, Forex Shark. Best guy in DeFi, best guy in crypto. How can I lose, right? So I personally, I went into it knowing that if I put this money in there, it will be gone if it goes to zero, and I'm okay with that. So risk capital only. But I think if I'm in it, I'm compounding and trying to get to max payout, and that's should be everybody's goal more so than getting their profits out. Obviously, take profits when you need and when you want to. But the more this stuff, this new utilities roll out for drip that they're already built, but he's waiting for to release the farm. Once the farm's released and he starts releasing all these utilities, the price is going to be absolutely ripping. And not financial advice. That's just in my opinion, speculation only. I think it's going to when it's just when so much utility is put out for these types of projects, there's nothing the price can do but go up. And the more people that get into it, there's nothing the price can do but go up. And I love compounding. Compounding's the eighth wonder of the world or 13th wonder of the world or whatever they call it. And dude, I'm not joking. When I first got into this, it was $150 a coin. I went in with 2K. I got like 15 coins or something like that, man. And I got 15 coins to start out. Price started going down due to the farms being paused. I took that as an opportunity. Once it started sliding into the $20 range, I was like, all right, this, obviously it's going down. It sucks that it's going down, but let me do some research because I was at the opportunity where I could just claim for the next, half a year or whatever and just get my money out and just be done with it. But I started watching Forex AMAs, his live streams, other creators stuff, Crypto Kings, Driptopian, Scott the Investor. I started watching these guys a lot. In turn, I started kind of seeing the vision of what Forex was doing, what everybody was talking about, and what they already knew. And instead of quitting and just getting my money out and just making whatever I made, right? I doubled and tripled down. I mean, I started buying everything under $20. And once this thing hit under $10, I bought twice, 2 to 3 times more, put in more money than I did in the $20 range. I bought so much under $10 that I'm just set up now. And if you would have asked me, if you would have told me I would have had almost 700 coins now, I never even thought I could even get to 100, let alone 700. Like it, it just is amazing opportunity. Yeah, pigs are absolutely pumping, man. They're gonna hit $100 before we know it. Um, let's see. Yeah, pigs at 95.82 right now. Um, 95.82. Yeah, pigs are almost at $100. Um, I got a little bit. I mean, I didn't get a lot. I was kind of more concentrated on drip. I think I'm just gonna play. I'm at like 1/5 of my drip account. I have 1/5 of the amount in my drip garden. I have 1/5 in Pigpen. So more on leverage with those on drip more so than I am like playing that system and using that system. I'm still in there and I still want to um, keep accumulating pigs. I mean, I think once these farms comes out, this next couple weeks, I'm going to be really, really stacking on drip BUSD LPs, drip LPs, and pigs. I definitely want to get more pigs. I mean, I think a goal of 25 pigs before the end, before the start of the animal farm is a pretty good goal. I don't know if I'm going to get there. I think this price is just going to keep blowing up. So I'm definitely going to buy another one while it's at under 100. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful time. Drip is going to be absolutely, absolutely rolling. And with all this stuff going down, coming up recently, I just know that all my compounding and all my DCAing that I did beforehand are going to be very much so doing a lot better. And with Animal Farm coming out, it just brings back that same vibe that it had before when it started pumping. And I I just am just so excited to get back to that feeling again because I did ride it up a little bit, right? I bought at like 150 or so on the decks, on Drip's decks. So I did see the 197, and I got a 33% increase on my thing, so I was making almost $30 a day at the time. I was I was lit, man. I loved it. It was awesome. So when I saw it go down, I was just like, oh, here it is, you know, another thing just going down. Everything else is going down. But then I started realizing I'm still getting that 1%. Every day I still get that 1%. Like, yeah, the price is lower, but I'm still getting 1%. And when the prices got so low, I was like, all right, dude, I'm definitely buying more of this. I mean, if this could give me 1% every day, and right now when the prices are low, I can get my buy call, like my daily ROI back, that like increase that, like what? So I just started, buying them. I just started buying. And when I saw how much this stuff was growing, and saw the actual how much compound interest really works, it just it couldn't give me more clear of a path. And I know where I'm going to be now next year. I know where I'm going to be in the next 2 years because of Drip. And I'm not in it for like to make like $100 profit. I'm not in it for to make $500 profit. I'm in it for life. If it will pay out for life, I'm in it for life, and gonna get super comfortable in my life with this. And you know, your your deposits have to be you have to be very realistic with your deposits. And what that means is, if you're putting in $100, right? Put in uh, expect to get $1 a day, and don't get mad when you're getting $1 a day and you only put $100 in, right? So many people are just flooding Drip because they're not making a lot of money while it's down, but yet they haven't bought anything on the way down or at the bottom. And it's like, bro, how are you going to expect yourself to be getting paid as much as you did when the price were at all-time highs? That's ridiculous. People got to realize that when this stuff drops, you have to buy it if you want to stay in the system. Same thing with Hex. Same thing with Pulse Chain when that releases. All of these things, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all this stuff, if you do not continually buy when it is down in price, your price appreciation will never be higher than the people who buy more at the low prices. It's as simple as that. And these fudders act like, they were making, say they're making $100 a day at all time highs, and now they're making $5 a day at all time high, or right now, and they didn't put anything in. No shit. Like, no shit. You didn't buy anymore. The price went down. You didn't compound. You claimed every day. You took your bag away. You took your future bag away. You didn't see any future, value of an asset. You just looked at the asset, said, this sucks, and then just complained about it. But the most wealthy know you have to buy assets at a discount, and completely hold on to it. Keep buying more of those assets. Let those assets work for you and give you money. There's no other way around it. And when people play it the opposite way, that only makes a disadvantage for them. I'm good over here, bro. I know where I'm at. I feel great. about where I'm at. I feel amazing. I had 15 coins at the start. I almost got 700. I know it's not the biggest bag, but I'm gonna have a bag. I'm, dude, I've been compounding for months. For months. I haven't taken a single dollar out of this for months because I knew what was going to happen. Keep dropping. I'm going to keep growing my bag. I'm not worried about it. Like, at the end of the day, I'm growing it. Every single day, I'm getting like $50. Like, how can you be mad at that? I don't have a big bag. Like 1700 Drip Master node, that's so tough. I'm so excited for you, man. That's sick, right? I got almost 1,000 less than him. But you know what's crazy? Next year I'll have 1,700 for sure. Definitely gonna have 1,700, right? I'm gonna have 2,000. I'm gonna have a maxed out wallet either late next year or early the year following that. So same with Drip Master node. That guy is going to be compounding until max out. I know it without even knowing. If he has 1,700, he already gets it. He already gets what you should do in this system. He's already buying pigs. I already know. Just with that amount of drip in your faucet alone, I know exactly he gets it. And all these fudders out here, they don't get it at all. All they do is complain. They never do anything productive. They just maxi this one thing, that rugs, now they're pissed, and all they do is just come at Drip's neck, come at Hex's neck, all this shit. All they do is FUD. That's what they do. They get home from work, all they want to do is spread hate on the internet. And guess what? Price doesn't give a crap about hate. It doesn't matter. If the people are buying it, the circulating supply is going down, it will not matter what people say at that point. More utility, more people using it, more money in the system. It doesn't matter what anybody says about it. It is absolutely all good over here. And people literally don't even understand that. Started, yeah. Drip Master node started here. I'm starting this for sure. Drip Master node. I started June 26, 2021 with 10 drip. 10 drip. No referrals at all. No referrals. And he's at 1,710 drip. Dude, that is unreal. And guess what? Everybody can do it. Everybody can do that. Because all it takes is getting in the system, right? And you have two options. You can either put more money in there to get to 1,700 while you're compounding, or compound. That's it. Anybody with one drip in their faucet could compound all the way up to 1,710, just like Drip Master Node did. He started with 10. Now he's up to 1,710. Dude, everybody could do it. Everybody could do it. But people just want to cry and whine and say, oh, this sucks, price is down, blah, blah, blah. Dude, no one cares about your sob story, bro. Drip is paying for people's lives. People have quit their work because of Drip. People believe in Forex, and Forex will not do anything to harm his projects because that is a direct reflection on himself. If his projects aren't the absolute best they could be, he thinks he's a failure. And the crazy thing is, no one even is comparing to Forex Shark. No one compares to him, right? So what he does is he plays a game in his own head. He's literally competing against himself in these markets. No one's doing anything. He's the only one doing anything. Period. Yeah, Drip has changed my mindset as well, man. The future is so bright, dude. You could really, when you start having a schedule, and whether you're compounding and claiming on certain days or just compounding or whatever, you know where you're going to be in a month from now in drip. You know where you're going to be a year from now in drip if you do that exact thing. And with that ability to kind of have a little foresight on getting out there into your next year, getting like where you think you could be if you keep on this path, and whether that happens at that point or later, it will happen if you keep doing what you're doing, is the most reassuring thing that an investor could have. Like Dripmaster, we both see it every day. When we wake up, we got drip chilling in our account. And there's no better feeling. There's no better feeling at all, man. And the fact that it's just works is the most important thing about drip. Bro, that's why I'm in drip, bro. Elephant money, I did not. Dude, it's just another copycat, dude. Like these copycats, they don't get it, dude. They don't get it. All of that money they spent on creating that, they could have put that money into drip and been good. Isn't that hilarious? Most people that start crypto companies, literally, if they just invested that money that's they started in that company and put it into crypto, they would do better. You know, a lot of people, all the good developers really just make blockchains and like they make blockchains and they become billionaires instantly. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. You know, it's a great technology for the world and it'll do a lot of good. It really will. Forex is more interested in creating complete change in the world with how finance is done. And he is battling the traditional legacy bank systems and stocks and everything, man. He is taking and making his own ecosystem and creating a very, very thick and entangled web of different utilities for everything. Everything benefits everything. And the more he builds on this, it's just like a city, right? Cities have so many of these important buildings that are very key to a city that a city needs to thrive and survive, right? That's the same thing that he is building for Drip and for the Animal Farm and all this stuff. All of that is just going to benefit and build on top of the platform. I'm so bullish, dude. Dripmaster Node, thank you for staying in here watching and stuff, man. You really get it, and just super super blessed to be in this position. Have even anybody in my live stream. It's just super awesome. So I got a couple more minutes. I'm gonna stay on here, but if you guys got any questions or want to say anything, just type it in chat. Just want to make sure I speak to everybody that are pigs NFTs like what's or more like T shares. More like T shares. They're not NFTs. They're pig tokens, and you put them into the pig pen to basically be a owner of the animal farm, and so they're more like T shares in that case, where you get paid out for being a technical owner in T share form. In the hex form, you lock in your own T shares, but in the pig's case, when you have your pigs in the pig pen, every single transaction on the Animal Farm website, you get a portion of that transaction fee. So you are the owner of the Animal Farm. So whatever your percentage is, you are going to get a percentage of the daily revenue in BUSD. So you can compound and get more pigs while you're in there for being in the pig pen, but you also get revenue from the website, from the DApp, and every day you just get more BUSD and more pigs. So keep growing your position. It's pretty awesome, dude. Okay, so required for Animal Farm, you can't get in without pigs. No, so pigs is only for the pig pen, and it's the governance token and ownership token of the Animal Farm. So when the farms release, it's just like any other farm you can get into, right? You create pairs or single-sided staking, and you put a certain pair into the farm and you get paid out in either pigs or dogs or whatever he has in that farm. So you can do a lot of different stuff. There's Drip Garden, there's Piggy Bank. I mean, there's a lot of different stuff you can do on the website, on the DApp. But the only thing that the pigs is meant for is the governance, and you know, it's going to be dope. Okay, so sorry for all the questions. I'll read up on this. Hey, Piers, you're all good, man. This is why I'm here. I'm just here to talk to y'all. 30 minutes before we go live, October 18th, you will have the ability to add liquidity, buy dogs, and enter the farm/pools. Let's go. That is sick. Let me just read that again. 30 minutes before we go live on October 18th, you will have the ability to add liquidity, buy dogs, and enter the farm/pools. That's dope. So what is basically going to happen is people are going to be flooding these farms. And the fact that you can get in 30 minutes earlier, it just will create such pandemonium in these farms. And people are going to be setting these coins in there, not knowing the percentages. And dude, it's going to be lit, man. It's going to be so sick. Yeah, Sir Corky. I mean, how can we lose, man? Seriously. There's just so much bullishness, and everybody in the community is hyped. And the fudders, half the fudders are claiming until they're gone, right? And half the fudders already said stuff, so now they just have to keep hydrating and keep in the system secretly, and now they can't even talk good about the stuff or recommend it or anything. Is hilarious. They literally only can talk crap or stay silent at this point because they're secretly in the platform. It's hilarious. They're getting drip every day. They're in it. It's so comical. Oh man. All right, boys. Well, I think I'm gonna call it there. It was a nice live stream. Felt good to be back on here. Felt very, bullish the whole time. I mean, I'm always bullish, but shout out to Dripmaster Node for chatting it up. Sir Corky, as always. Piers ETH in here. Crypto Trucker, my guy, he's in here. Fat Sammy was in here. So a lot of people that have been, Jesus Christ, my bad. A lot of people that Scotty was in here, Rozzy was in here, the King was in here, the V King, Villanueva King. So a lot of people in here that were very, very, asking questions and stuff. So if you're watching this after this live stream, just get in the live streams, man. When I'm in here, people talk to me, and shout out all these people just always, commenting and being in these live streams, man. I'm super blessed. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay bullish, my friends. Smoothly Crypto. I'm your host, Maxwell Smooth. We out.